All right, so first we're just gonna go ahead and uninstall it, show you how to do that. So you'll need the key. So underneath here, this has a turning rack, so come all the way in. So I'm gonna go ahead and unlock that. Right now it just spins freely, and then as soon as you unlock it, it's gonna hit in place. So then we'll just turn that to the left to loosen up that little wedge that I'll show you here in just a second. And if we come over here, we're gonna pull this lever out, and then this will just slide right out. Just like that. So here's that wedge. So as you tighten on the back there, that's gonna pop out, and that's gonna take out the vertical and horizontal wiggle. And then this is, instead of that lock that goes through, that's gonna play that role. Now you can see from the construction, it's pure steel, solid steel, and then they're gonna cut out here just for weight purposes to make it as light as possible. Now it does roll on 2 wheels down here, so that makes it really easy. It's not the most stable thing by any means, but you aren't gonna go too far with just those 2 wheels. And then you've got the handle here, so it makes it nice and easy. If you're strong enough to lift it up, you'll wanna go perpendicular and just go straight in. I can find the hitch there. There we go. Just straight in like that. Otherwise, what you could do with the wheels, make sure this wedge is all the way tucked in there. What you can do with the wheels is roll right up to it, just on that little lip, and then lift up. And that might be a little bit easier for you. And then it'll slide right in. Now, if you'll come down here, this is where this attachment's gonna come into play. So we'll swing that arm, and then it'll lock kind of in place there. There we go. And then what you'll wanna do once you get that there is to tighten this all the way to the right, and you'll feel that kind of get too tight, and then we'll go ahead and lock it again. Put that key in, and it's gonna be the same key for all of them. So we lock it, and then that spins freely. And you'll notice even if we take this out, there we go, nice and locked in, thing can't go anywhere. A few things to show before we load the bike. So this is the rear wheel. It's gonna slide, it just freely slides. There's no button you need to push. And then you're gonna line this up with your rear hub. And then if you need the longer strap for a bigger bike, you're just gonna push this down through, and it's gonna come out the front right here. So you'll push that all the way through. It's a little stiff. And then on the back side up here, probably hard to see, but you'll just go right up through this channel here, and that's gonna give you an extra few inches, and this just locks out. So it locks right there, and then you'll put this strap back on. But I'll go ahead and put it back to the factory setting here. Again, that's just through this channel right here underneath this gray clip. So that just feeds it through the back and then in the front. There we go. And then you'll put this back on. It's gonna go on the inside right here. And then if you push down, that's how you're gonna release it. And if you lift up, it turns it into a ratcheting system. So that's the rear portion. And then this front portion here, you're gonna have different channels. So you have a road bike, a mountain bike, and then a fat tire and e-bike. So it's just gonna sit right in there. And then this front part here, to lock down the front tire, it has a little trigger here. So that trigger is gonna allow us to go up in here. And then once you get it on, you'll just pull it down nice and tight. So let's go ahead and load a bike. So I'm gonna swing this forward and pull it all the way up. Make sure that this is open. Let's go ahead and load the bike. So for this, I just have a road bike. It's pretty light, so I'm not worried about getting good leverage on it, whatever, to lift. And we'll swing this up just like that. Now I'm gonna start with the front tire. Bring this up here and just go down with it. You'll hear that click in. That's what we're looking for. And that bike on its own is pretty nice and tight. Let's go ahead and do the back wheel as well. Now I don't do this as tight, just because I don't want to really put too much tension on the frame, but you do want it snug. So I'll crank that down. Again, that's pretty good there. So that's your bike. I'll actually tighten this just a little bit more down here. And you're good to go. Now again, if you have a hatchback you wanted to get in while it's loaded, you can lower it, get in, don't have to take the bike off. There's a few more features here. So this is gonna be the locking feature. So this comes with the chain, and then this part comes off as well. So you'll just come around here, you know, any part of your bike here, we'll go up, why not? And then that's gonna come back into itself, go right into that channel. And then again, with this key, go ahead and lock it. Try that again. That's why we always give it a good tug. There we go. So that's gonna be secured. And again, this is the same key for all three of these. If you ever lose the key, you'll either have some writing on this. Now this is flat, flush, there's no writing there. You can go into a store, you can find those online where like the authorized retailer is, and they can get you set up with a key. If there's writing on it, you can just call or order on like online, whatever, that key number. Now this one as well has the same thing that you can lock, and it's the same key as well. So pretty handy to have. Let's go ahead and take the bike off, show you how it folds up. So we'll take the key, go ahead and unlock it. That will come up here. And this black part folds into there. There we go, it folds down like that. Set the key aside. Now I'm gonna go ahead and undo this back part first. You're gonna push down on the gray, that comes up. And then for here, you're gonna wanna make sure you have a hold of your bike. It's this gray trigger right there, and that's gonna come up. And I'll go ahead and push that forward as well. And there is the bike off. Super simple, really easy. Set that aside. Okay, we'll keep going. So we're gonna bring this down all the way there. We'll clip this back into place. Okay, so we have that there. And then if we wanna stow this away, again, pull that, comes up, clicks right into place. Now, one other thing you'll want to know, so these racks here, there's just 4 screws, 2 on each side. So if you ever needed to slide the top one over or the second one, either way, just to make sure the bikes align, you can do that on this back side to make sure that both of your bikes are gonna fit, the pedals aren't getting in the way at all. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. This has been a great bike holder, and hope it helps.